Okay, it's a brisk morning here in the UK and we're just walking over to the smallest skate park in the world. But it's an exciting day because it's new skate day. Me and Harry both have new skates, and it's a bit of a biased review, this one, because this is our kind of skate of choice. Actually, we're going to be using these skates as our daily driver, so we already know that we like them. But what better opportunity to come to a skate park and test them out and just let you know in the field how they grind and how they roll. But we will do some spec on these back at the shop. It's easier to do it there. They feel really fast at the box, don't they?
So initial impressions are that it might not be the fairest thing, because the last skate I was skating has 6 wheels, but they're really manoeuvrable and fast and responsive and fun.
Yeah, I'm a bit hesitant to try the royales with the brand new frames. I would usually groove them up, but I've not grooved anything.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit dangerous, but I haven't done a royale in about 3 years.
I think in the name of a fair review, I really think that we should not groove the skates at the beginning, just to see how they are exactly out the box.
Should we both just do a royale then now?
Oh my god.
You first.
Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Yeah, could do with a little curb session for the groove.
Well, I'm proud of you, mate. You did it.
Thanks, man.
Okay. You can do it.
Oh, straight away.
The H-block feels really nice. It's the first time I've used the frame. I think it would benefit from a ledge session just to like smooth the edges off, but that felt really nice.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, feels really good in the royale. I don't know if you can see on the footage, it felt like my foot was right boned over on the edge. Not like some skates these days that have a groove that's further out from the skate, where it forces you to stand up. So next trick, next test, grind, top sole.
Going to do a top sole.
I mean, it's solid.
Yeah, it's really solid.
What about a top sole on just to prove the whole heel thing?
On the
top
ledge?
sole on the low ledge.
Is it waxed?
It's a bit early in the morning. It's probably not waxed, but do it anyway. Oh!
Yes!
That is good for a 9:30 a.m. top sole. Did you feel the wider sole on that one, do you think?
I think so. I like to really bone over on a ledge anyway, and historically have used Salomons, which have really narrow sole plates at the back.
Yeah, you're used to it. Well, how about I try it, because yeah,
that's true.
I'm much more, it's filming, I'm much more lazy on the sole kit side of things than you. Oh my god! Got stars in my eyes. Took me by surprise.
There we go. There he is.
Oh, I was expecting to fall. Nice. I have to say, I think on an obstacle like this, it would be hard to say I really felt the bigger sole, but like just the psychological element of knowing that it's there is great for me. I think it's going to be more noticeable alley-oop topsides. I mean...
Like this video if you want Jake to come back and do an alley-oop top sole at 9:30 tomorrow morning.
Okay, other topsides. Bit squeaky on the old wheels. Whoa! What do I do? What's the next topside trick? Sweat stance.
Yeah, sweaty.
Oh my god, that's my worst trick. Oh no.
Want to see that?
Want to see the sweaty?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just to prove that it's not the skate's fault, it's my stupid sweat stances.
Beautiful.
Flying Jaggers. All tops, yeah, not much to report. All topsides obviously work really well, it's just a rail. But I think the main thing is that it's really close, like the sole kit is like not too big, not too small, and they slide nice and fast. Well, could be down to the rail, but no issues with sticking. Oh, except for on the top acid where there was a little bit of squeak on the flat setup of wheels. But again, that's going to be technique on my part. We always do the front torque test. We'll do that in a minute, but Nugan first, maybe?
Yeah, this seems sensible.
Okay,
Let's go.
Nice. You want to do a torque straight away?
A torque. Okay, I'm quite scared. I think I could do that with more persistence. The question is, do I want to?
Shall I try? Oh my god! Oh my god! So the answer to that question is no, I don't think I can do it.
The Nugan felt good.
And well, that proves that you can do it as well.
Yeah, it's possible.
Quick royale to groove the skates in a bit. So a little bit of a groove. I've done it a few times actually, but what's cool about this skate as well is the sole kit, where it's like not too wide and where the groove is placed like quite close to the foot as well. It really, not only does it give you the opportunity to bone your foot right over, but when you're doing it on a ledge, you can really like lean forward into it. And because the sole kit's not too big there, you can get right over on top of it and it gives you much more of a solid royale grind. Feels great.
So we're doing backslides.
Oh fuck. Okay, one more that's a bit better. Oh,
There we go.
that's quite a result. Because I haven't grooved it that much. That curb was quite fast, so it didn't like give me a super groove. And that felt super controlled. I'm pleased with that. I should probably grab it. I'll get comments about the no grab.
I wouldn't worry about those. Well, I haven't grooved my skates. Shall I try it?
Yeah, you give it a go.
Yours look really controlled.
Yeah, it felt good. Oh, straight away. Whew. First attempt.
Nice. I did feel a bit of the frame trying to get away from me without the groove, but I guess I'm a sick guy.
That was actually yeah, that was actually quite impressive.
I'm going to do a Savannah test, which I call a true Savannah. Leave a comment if you think it's called something else. It's a contentious subject.
It's going to be a big comment section.
Yeah, get your arguments ready. Just because I used to skate Solomon, so it was a really good trick to do in Solomon, so you could get right down on the boot. So,
those Solomons?
so I'm curious to see how they feel. Oh, very fast.
Billy Prislin VG8. In the brown, is he wearing brown Solomons?
I think he has the blue ones. Last go, we got it.
Oh, the cess slide.
I call it a true spin Savannah.
True Savannah.
Some call it a back Savannah.
I would call it a back sav, yeah.
So yeah, it was really good. Very fast, and also, as you probably saw, or maybe didn't see on the attempts if we put them in the edit, was the sole kits made it quite easy to, on an angle iron ledge, if you slightly get the positioning wrong, you just actually slide on your sole kits anyway. So, but when you lock in the groove,
title of this video is the Vem 909 review. We just happen to be reviewing the Pat Ridder version,
which is the best looking one.
Right. How he's really, I mean, I'm into it as well. I agree. I think it's the best looking.
I mean, look at it. Come on.
Yeah, I think it's the best looking one they've done so far, but a very objective opinion there.
Yeah. Intuition liner. So 2 liner sizes per shell to help with fitment issues.
So you have like a small shell, and you'll have a small one and a small 2. So it's small with a smaller liner and small with a bigger liner.
Yeah. Very premium liner. Then underneath you've got this like plastic slip, which is to protect the liner from the sole kit bolts.
And your feet.
I
took mine out because I was my skates were really tight, so I was trying to get every ½ millimetre I could. And when I took mine out, you can see on the one that Harry's pulled out that it's a bit scrunched at the end. Where's mine?
Yeah, Jake's was much worse.
Mine is like this, look. So anyone who's bought these skates, or probably any of them skates for that matter, it looks like this is quite a common thing to happen. Obviously, you can just flatten it out and put your foot back in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got rid of mine altogether. I don't feel the sole kit bolts in the bottom of my feet, and I've never experienced them damaging a liner, so I just get rid of that.
Yeah. Yeah, worth checking that if you've bought some new ones and your toes feel weird, because it could be to do with that. Really lovely finish inside the skate. You probably can't see on camera. It's like a new mould, so it's really smooth and glossy. And they've got like embossed writing at the bottom. It says Them Skates Mod 909 Small Right, so it's the right foot. Designed by John Julio and Kyle Solar. Copyright 2019. So I love that. That's a really nice touch.
It's those little details that this skate's really great at now. There's so many little details, premium details on the skate, and until you have a set of these skates in your hand, it's difficult to appreciate that, I think. 'Cause I've seen a few comments from videos we've done before when people have talked about them skates, and I think there's a few people that are still stuck in the mindset that they're like, you know, when they made them 908, and obviously they did it on a budget and it was a money-saving thing to use that mould that already existed. I think people still think maybe along those lines that them are a budget brand selling at a premium price. I've seen some negative comments about that, and I do disagree with those comments, because they've come so far in the last 2 years since the 908, and the 908 just proved itself as being a really good skate, regardless of whether it was an old open mould or not. It felt really good on the foot. So yeah, and then the 909 being a brand new mould, there's just so many little details, like the little debossed Them logo on the cuff, and obviously you've got the premium Intuition liners, couldn't ask for more. The metal hardware parts, including buckle and the cuff rivet here, which is rockable as well, and the fact it's just like got 2 parts to it, it makes it look really cool and premium. Little details in here, the Them logo there, and then this detail that Carl Solar designed, which is the cutout between the lace holes that allows it to flex. This is what that does, that's why that's there. So on the 908 skate there was a flex point and it ended up creasing the skate a little bit. And so they've cut a bit out and they've made it in a harder plastic, and it's solved those problems. It allows it to kind of bend in that area, but then because it's a harder plastic, it gives you the support in your ankle.
I think also those 2 top lace holes, you'll notice they're closer together, and I don't know, they do that a lot with like trail running like shoes, so you can lock your ankle in, you can lace them up in a certain way, and I definitely, although I didn't do that technique, did feel like that locks your ankle into place by having the separation in 2 closer lace holes.
Yeah, and you don't think about these things, man. Like if you were just to think like, oh yeah, that 908 skate, they just like regurgitated it. If you were thinking cynically about it, and then you got this skate and it's just all those little things, like yeah, the 2 lace holes being high up like that. All those little things make a difference. They couldn't have done better at improving like certain components since them was first conceived. Like when they first brought out the 908, it was, what was wrong with it? It was like the weird lace holes, they kind of looked weird, right? But what could they do about that? Nothing. And then the liners weren't so great. and the sole kit was a bit small on the back.
It's a bit flexible.
A bit flexible.
They had softer
Everything.
plastic. So like, you know, each iteration they've made improvements.
They'd really listened and really took notice, and like every single thing that you could have complained about is now being addressed.
And really, it was like a massive risk to start that, really. And like, look at it now. It's like, it's incredible what they've achieved. Like, such a beautiful skate. I know the liner's not in it, but it's such a beautiful skate.
Yeah. So the liner itself, it's like the new what's it called? The new Intuition Premium liner just came out today, by the way, which is a £190 liner. It's almost identical to that, actually. If you put them side by side, there's only a few differences. But what's the exact differences, Harry?
It's almost the same. It's very similar. So it doesn't have the removable cuff section. It's just got like a reinforced,
which I wouldn't use anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't use. So it's in theory, this is probably better because it has a reinforced stitched-in part, and then it has a softer tongue. Yeah.
For me, great value to buy the LocoSkate, which is £399, because you get a liner in it that's like almost identical to the £190 aftermarket liner. So yeah, great value, and I can use this these liners last forever as well. The Intuition liners. So once you're done with this skate, make sure you pull out the liner and just keep using it in whatever skate you're using next, because people use their Intuition liners for years and years and years without them falling apart.
It's a great liner. The frames, certainly sort of an unsung hero in the market. I guess you made the point quite often about it being a stock frame, but actually it's an incredible frame. It's the details in the design, just the way that it looks is incredible. Also the way that it skates is super fast. The H block is perfect. It works brilliantly with the Backslide plate. It would be a really great frame as an aftermarket item, but yeah.
We were just talking about it does itself a disservice in an ironic way, because by being a stock frame on the skate, it kind of makes people think, oh yeah, that's just a stock frame. Had that only come out as an aftermarket frame, I think that would be a contender for one of the best frames on the market. So yeah, again, another premium component from them, and again, another improvement from, if you think when they first brought the 908 out, and it's just a boot only, they've now got their own amazing frame on it.
So it's a new version 3 sole plate. So this is there you go, a third improvement on their sole plates. And it comes with like a wider heel section.
So just looking on the camera here, so this is the old one in my right hand, which is the Brain Dead skate, and the new one is in my left hand with the Pat Ridder skate, and that's the wider sole kit. If you look right at the back on the heel, you can see it's a different shape and slightly wider on the Pat Ridder skate. A lot of people are asking, how much different is it? Well, if I was to measure like right at the rear, which is the bit that probably really matters, this like very furthest back bit, if you think about the way you do grind tricks and the way you lock onto topside tricks, if you go right at the back, it's 3 centimetres wide, and if you measure the same bit on the old one, it's about 2.5 centimetres wide. It's half a centimetre different at the back there. So actually, because of the way that the old one tapered back, there is quite a difference on the new one. Not so much difference at the front of the heel part, only a couple of millimetres. But yeah, I guess it's the back bit that matters, and even if it's a psychological advantage just to have that wider sole kit, that's still a good thing.
So they come with them skates wheels. Believe they're 56mm. Pretty sure they are. They don't actually say a size on it, but
they are 56, and the frame is the biggest the frame takes is a 58.
58
by the way.
flat, yeah, 56. So I think they actually, them skates mentioned they made improvements to these wheels. I didn't skate the wheels that they said they had improved from, but yeah, no issues on the wheels. Fast, grippy.
Only one session, so hard to really judge. But
also a skate park as well, so like not a particularly
we didn't really
surface, but
we didn't give them a really a hardcore test, but they felt good. And if I do that thing where after a session where you just feel the texture of the urethane. It feels like a nice quality urethane so far. It hasn't it hasn't got that crumbly or cracky texture at all.
No.
I know I did skate that ledge with a rough ground for a while.
You did, yeah.
They feel like a premium wheel actually, and on the roll they felt good. So as far as we're aware, that's a good frame, and they got good wheel, and they got ABEC 5 bearings in them standard.
On the frame as well, I forgot to mention, it's got a one. It's not like a race axle, but you only need one Allen key because of this like tier shape. It like locks into the frame, so you don't need 2 Allen keys, which is a bit annoying when you have to change your wheels. So that's really nice.
The other thing, and I didn't realise this when we were skating yesterday, it only just kind of occurred to me now, that the cuff is adjustable in height, so you can have it's set to low or high. You just flip around the little spaces on the inside, but they come out the box set to high, which is how I would set it as well. But if you're someone who likes a lower cuff, then you can always just change it around. I think that's another really nice little touch that you get to customise the ride height of the cuff.
I'm excited about trying the different ride height, because I just skated them out of the box.
Yep.
and totally forgot that I could change the cuff height. So
cool.
I'm intrigued to know how they both compare.
I'm going to stick with the old high ones. I'm
You're
going to
gonna
go for a Shima style ride.
Nice. In the box, you get some Intuition insoles, which feel like a kind of a memory foam. The purpose of which is you can kind of create a half size or a whole size by using them. So if you're in the smaller side of the shell, you can put this under the liner, and that will reduce the amount of space inside the shell. It's got like an Intuition print and also Pat Ridder.
It's really nice memory foam that as well.
It's really nice. I do like squishing it.
Yeah, you can't not communicatable via video, but yeah, really nice squishiness, and that coupled with how squishy and dense the kind of memory foam is, or whatever the material is on the bottom of the liner, you get a lot of shock absorption. It's really like if you try and push your finger into the bottom of the shell through the bottom of the liner, it's like you can't. It's hard to feel the plastic, even pushing really hard with your thumb. And I would definitely ride, if my skates weren't so small and I wasn't trying to like grab every possible millimetre, I would definitely ride it with those in as well. Oh, and they come with a heel shock absorber as well. So if you're mega into shock absorption, the heel shock absorber is removable on the Intuition liner. For me, I mean, we both skated with it in yesterday. I think we both agreed that actually, like in the long run, we'd probably take it off, just because the skate's already got a slight raised heel in the plastic, and then that extra raised heel was just, for me, just slightly too raised for my taste, and it maybe it felt a little bit like the liner might have slipped a little bit, just because it wasn't, far enough down in the shell. But great, no problem, you can remove it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I wanted to skate them out the box, but I think that's the only thing I would change, is take the shock absorber off. But if you like shock absorption,
You like jumping off roofs and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not about
which
that.
we don't.
Got bad knees.
Speaking of not jumping off of roofs, it was nice to get into the skate park for this video. Let us know in the comments what you thought. Like, was it too long? Did we talk too long? How was it? How was the format? We've got a few more videos coming up. We've got Mesmer. We're going to do a deep dive on the new Mesmer skate, pull them apart for you, and really excited about this one. We've got the FR Anthony Potier skate. We're going to go and have a skate on those and let you know how they skate. Yeah, we're LocoSkates.com. That's why we do these videos. So go and have a look at LocoSkates.com and subscribe or stay subscribed to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.